Okay, today I'd like to review a product called Roboform. Now, many of you guys have probably heard about it before. It's been around for quite a while. I think it's been around since 1999. Now, I'm going to be reviewing the Pro version and also telling you how that differs from the free version. Now, just a little warning. I'm not actually advertising this product. I'm reviewing it. I have this horrible thing about when I go to review a product, it comes out more like an advertising, so I sound like I'm spamming something. It's just the way it comes out. It's the way I say it. But I'm not advertising. I'm reviewing. That's just me. But anyway, Roboform is a program which lets you store passwords. That's a password manager and a form filler online. Now let me show you how this works. A customer of mine had this installed on his computer when I went there a few days ago, and I saw it. I liked it, read the pros and cons between the free version base versus the pro, and I bought the pro version only because the free version limits you to 10 passwords. I had more, so I figure. Plus, they were offering you a 33% discount, so I got it for like 20 bucks off. Anyway, here is the Roboform toolbar. Now, everything you can do on Roboform, you can do down here next to the clock, wherever that's at. Okay, it must be hiding. It does show up down here, but the majority of the time you use it integrated with Internet Explorer or Firefox via this pretty little toolbar. Let me show you how this works. We're going to go ahead. For one thing, you can have multiple identities, right? The free version offers two, which normally all anybody needs is one. But we're going to go ahead and make a brand new identity to show you exactly how this works. So underneath Profile, we're going to go ahead and say New. We'll call this Profile NeoWin Test. Okay? Brand new. Now, when you first set it up, you can go into Setup Form Filler. Now, it says John Becker because that was the last one I created just for fun. We'll call it Adam. Okay. Sync account, we're just going to go ahead and cancel that. What this actually allows you to do is sync all your passwords up to their server so you can back them up. Now, you're wondering, is that safe or not? Well, upon reading how it works, it has a hash to do with your master password. So that's the only way anybody can unlock this. So even they can't see what your password is. So if their thing got hacked, your password will still be worthless. We're going to go ahead and cancel this because I already have one set up. And here's where you can set it up. Okay, first name Adam. Last name, we'll just call my last name Happy. Job title, who cares? Phone number, we'll just say 555-555-555. Just to show you how this form filler works. Email address, test@test.com. That's hardly ever used. Sex, birthday, you can set that up if you want. Social Security, I prefer to keep that out of there. We're going to go ahead underneath address. We'll say 10 Happy Street in Happy. I'm just all around happy. Zip code, we're going to do 5, state, we'll do Iowa. And the free version does do this, so, okay, 510, 5110, I don't give a crap. And county, I live in Plymouth. Okay, credit card. I like the program. I think it's secure. I'm just not comfortable in my credit card. If I have to enter it, I'll grab my credit card, enter it on the website. Same thing with bank information. Yeah, let's not. So let's go ahead and save and close. And it still wants me to sign up for that. So let me show you how this works. So I have this website right here. Oops, wrong one. Let's go ahead and drop it down and we'll choose practice form. So here's a form you may come across on the internet. What you can do is you can just go ahead and click on your name, or in my case Adam, and hit fill form. Boom. Or as Steve Jobs would say, and boom. And then yes, you can also have it submit the form to you. So that's one nice feature of Roboform, hence the name form. But I think where it really comes into play is passwords. And let me show you how that works. Underneath Roboform, let's see. new password. We got that. Oops, we can go ahead and cancel that. Let's go ahead and here's our logins. Right now there's none. With the free version, you're offered 10. And with this one, you're offered unlimited. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sign into Neowin. Okay. Well, actually, we're going to log out. And I'm going to log back in. I'm going to type in my user information, Warwagon, and my password. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and hit log me in. Roboform is going to say, put on the brakes. I see you just typed in a password. Do you want me to save it for you? And right here it says password protect. That means if you're not currently logged into your profile, which it does log you out of, you have to enter a master password. But it should ask me if that password automatically. So we're going to go ahead and hit save. And yes, data folder. Cancel. Okay, so now it logged me in. So we're going to go ahead and sign out. Now we're just going to go home to Google. Now let's say you want to log in to neowin.net. What do? You click login, Neowin. Takes you there, punches you in, and boom, you're in. Now you might ask, well, whoopee, what does that do for me? Well, for one thing, you may be the kind of person, just like I used to be, that would use the same password for every single website, which isn't very safe because if somebody knew you're on a certain website, all they would have to do is keep trying the same password on all these websites you frequent and you're toast. So this lets you use a bunch of different login names or a bunch of different passwords without the fear of being completely screwed if you forget the password. One thing this program offers too is to randomly generate passwords for you when you're signing up for websites, like this random looking thing right here. Now, you can go ahead and hit generate, where it generates new passwords, and you can say up to, say, 15 characters. You can have it fill the password box in for you automatically, or you can copy it. Now, what I've found with this program, and this is one downside, if you hit fill, it fills in the password for you marked by asterisks. But watch what happens. Here's the password it's going to use. You hit fill, and at that point, the box goes away. So in the password box, you see just ... and hit submit. And when you hit submit, it does not save your password until you go to log back in. So you're like, huh, what's the password? Well, let's see. It just changed, so you have no idea what that 15-character password is. You just got done giving it. So what I like to do is just copy the password, paste it into both password boxes, then paste it in, say, Notepad or something. Go back in, paste it from Notepad into your login box, and then when you go to log in for the very first time, it says, do you want to save this password? At that point, you say yes, and you're good to go. The Pro version lets you upload all your passwords to their websites in a very secure manner. So that's one way of backing it up. You can also go into your document folder under Documents, and hold on, give me 1 second here. Roboform data, and under your account. Okay, here's Roboform test. Let's go back one more, and here's Neowin test, the one we created before. And here's your Neowin password. So you can actually back up this entire directory, and you have all your passwords all backed up, so you're never going to lose it there. If you want to, you can go ahead and you can print out a page of all your passwords. Now, obviously, you don't want to leave it laying around. You can go ahead and, put it in a safety deposit box or put it in a safe somewhere. But at least then you have a hard copy of all your passwords. So you have 3 fallbacks, so you can't forget the passwords. You can back up the folder. You got this thing remembering it for you, or you can upload it to their website, to their server. Now, what does this offer you as opposed to typing in your password? Well, for one thing, phishing sites. It's always going to take you back to the very first site that you logged into. So you're never going to be in fear of mistyping your password or the site you're going to type your password in. I also went into, let me show you how this works. I went into a VM and installed a keylogger and then typed my password manually and then inputted it with this program. Well, when it wants the master password to get you into your account to have access to all your passwords, that part the keylogger picked up. It picked up the master password. but it didn't pick up any of the passwords that I was using to log into, say, NeoWin. Because since it takes you to the website and throws all that stuff in the box for you and hits submit, a keylogger does not pick that up. So that is one very nice thing. If we look over here to the go over. Let's see here. I guess I don't have that to show you. Well, in any case, let me go ahead and log back into my other account, and I'll show you the master password you have to log into. So we're going to go ahead and log into my profile, which is default, right? So somebody walks over to your computer. Now you can set this to log you out every time you lock your computer screen. Otherwise, it automatically signs you out after 120 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and try to log into NeoWin. It says, wait, master password. So you type in your master password. Let's try it again. And then lets you in. So that master password is the one the keylogger picks up. So if you're, you can also have a free version, and there's a paid one, though I can't figure out what exactly is offered in the paid when I'm talking about the portable version. Now this is one that runs off a thumbstick. I mean, it's awesome. It runs off a thumbstick, leaves no trace when you exit it, and it looks exactly like this. So if you're at a public Wi-Fi place, you have to enter your master password, but nothing else is captured via a keylogger. So I think that's really, really safe. So yes, the free version lets you keep 10 different passwords, which if all you have is 10 passwords, hey, the free version might be just fine for you. It does not let you sync to their website with the free version, only the Pro. And the Pro runs you about 40 some bucks, but right now it's 33% off, hence it kind of sounds like an advertisement. And you can get it for about 19 bucks on www.roboform.com. Yeah, it's not an advertisement, it's just a review, but I tend to passionately review things I like. And if I like it, I speak highly of it, in which case it kind of sounds like a review or an advertisement. That is it. I hope that kind of gave you the insight to Roboform. You can probably do quite a bunch more stuff, but this gives you just a general idea of what Roboform's good for. Passwords, generating passwords, and forms. Hope you enjoyed the review.